What up, Wizards? Welcome back to the Elder Scrolls Legends. I'm Cardi Star, and we're going to continue running this Archer deck. It's done well for us. We're at rank 4, getting close to hitting rank 3. We're on a bit of a hot streak, and then we ran into the current number 4 legend running a Telvanni deck. Super fast, super consistent. It was almost an aggressive Telvanni deck. They maxed out Magicka really quickly. So anyways, that's what we just ran into. So we do have one loss under our belt. Pretty comfortable with this opening hand. Looks like we're going against Halalu. And there's a good chance this is one of the new control Halalu decks. Usually Halalu is a heavy aggro deck, but a lot of people have been running control Halalu, so I think what we'll do here is we'll drop down the Goblin Skulk and Circle Initiate, still Scimitar next turn. So there's the Circle Initiate. We'll go ahead and attach this Still Scimitar here, drop down a Firebrand, and go ahead and transform into a Werewolf. Just pretty good turn 2. Definitely looking strong going into turn 3. And my opponent finally drops down a creature that will steal one of my cards. So this is definitely okay, and they concede. So there's a quick concede. Maybe I gave them something really terrible that they can't use. Hopefully that was the case. We'll go ahead and jump into another game here. So quick concession from Halalu deck. We really had a great turn 1, turn 2. So let's see if we can't grab another turn 1, turn 2 similar to that. If you've seen the other videos with this Archer deck, you know that it swings for a lot of damage in just a couple of turns. So it's definitely got a lot of great scenarios, a lot of great outs. So it looks like we're playing against a Monk deck, which we've played against before, and we haven't had any issues. We'll keep our opening hand, and probably, obviously nothing turn 1. We'll throw down the Clan Captain turn 2, and I think we'll just throw down the Clan Captain into the field lane. It doesn't really protect us, but I think I'm okay with that. So we will break a rune on this next turn. Okay, so he's going to turn us into a delicious treat there. We do get another Clan Captain, however. So I think what we'll do is we'll just Clan Captain, make that trade, and go ahead and attach the Still Scimitar. You don't typically attach an item without being able to use it in the event that they play some sort of removal, but they don't. I felt pretty comfortable with them not being able to do that. So I think what we'll do is throw down the Vanguard Initiate. Go ahead and go face break the rune. Transform. They don't hit a prophecy. Next turn, Raiding Party is probably the better play, but I may even, I might hang on to that until closer to end game. So they'll probably take out my Werewolf here, get a completed contract into their hand. It'd be nice if they took out my Vanguard. That may be, if they do that, we'll definitely play Raiding Party just to make a economy trade. If they do take out the Werewolf, I'm not surprised by that. So So yeah, we're just waiting, seeing what my opponent's going to play for 3 to 4 drop. Interesting. Very interesting. Well, we'll definitely play Ash Berserker here. We're looking pretty strong in the field lane. Got a really good turn 6 coming up with a Raiding Party, Withered Hand Cultist. Could even throw down a second Ash Berserker if we wanted to, but I think we'll hold on to that for now. There's a Sheer Point Dragon, which is going to slow me down a bit. I think we will take out the Sheer Point Dragon with a couple of Firebrands.
Time to fight. Time to fight.
And then rather than throw down the Withered Hand Cultist, we will play the Mournhold Trader so we can continue to draw cards. We'll get another Withered Hand Cultist. Not quite doing lethal, one damage off.
The forest is mine.
Alright, so they'll play Laflurker. Get rid of one Ash Berserker. So I'm probably going to play Ash Berserker Cultist this turn. They throw down a Rally. We're still pretty strong in the field lane.
Didn't see this coming, eh?
I think what we'll do though is go Shadow Lane. We'll still get the draw, and we've got 2 creatures in the Shadow Lane to finish the game. And I think we're going to win here turn 8. Unless something crazy happens. We'll see how my opponent responds. I could throw down a beefy guard in the Shadow Lane. Of course, a Halalu Sharpshooter would win the game for me in that situation. So all they have is a Thieves Guild Recruit for now. They still got a 6 drop, but because they're looking to draw, it means I probably don't have the cards in hand that they would need to prevent me from winning the game here turn 8. So I feel pretty good. They are going to rally, so they do have something they want to drop. It is a guard, but that's not going to be enough. Well, actually, okay, so they're in a good position here. So what we will do is make this trade. I think let's do this. Go ahead and go face, make this trade. And we could just max out our board here so they can't play any actions. Okay, and they go ahead and concede. We didn't have the automatic victory, but they obviously didn't have enough in hand to pull off the win. And since we've already played against a monk in a previous video, let's go ahead and jump into one last game. See if we can't jump into rank 3 here. Do a 3-game video, even though that first one I definitely wouldn't say counts. So it looks like we're playing against Telvanni. Actually have a pretty strong opening hand here. Really strong opening hand. So we'll throw down one Aspirant and a Firebrand. Hopefully this Telvanni's not as fast as the one I faced previously. And we've got a good start, but no mid-game at this point. Definitely want to draw some mid-game cards.
I smell the stench.
Barrow
of the
Stalker is
living.
something we'll want to deal with sooner rather than later. And I think what we'll do is throw down
I want to be an assassin.
Aspirant.
My vengeance.
And on our next turn, we'll hit him with a Stormcloak Vanguard and then clone the Aspirant.
Wrong place for a midnight stroll.
And I would be interested to see if they throw down their next creature into the Shadow Lane. We will have an Aspirant chain going at that point. I know that the fact that we have two Aspirants makes their decision a little more difficult.
The Night Mother will guide us.
Okay, so they're actually going to take out. They're going to take out my Field Lane Aspirant. Very, very curious, indeed. Especially considering that as soon as the Black Hand Messenger loses cover,
My vengeance.
we're going to have
Like none.
two Aspirants because I'm going to be able to slay it without taking any damage. So, interesting move by my opponent. I would have thought they would take out. Oh, so they're gonna clone. Okay, all right. So that now their plays make a little bit more sense. So now that they've got a little bit more of an advantage, I think we'll go ahead and throw down Stormcloak Battalion in the Field Lane. Ash Berserker next turn. Start drawing some cards.
They will meet their limit.
They throw down a shiny Daggerfall Mage. Not too concerned at this point.
We obey.
We'll go ahead and go face. Let's play the Ash Berserker in the Shadow Lane, just to spread out my resources a little bit. We have a strong next turn with the Clan Captain Hidden Trail. Should have played the Ash Berserker into the Field Lane now, seeing what we've got in hand. So maybe that was a misplay.
Shall take you.
So I'm not surprised there. And they will Ice Storm. Okay. Interesting. So let's do this. We'll Hidden Trail
This way.
Clan Captain. And we've got Candlehearth Brawler, Corner Club Gambler next turn. Ooh.
What have we here?
Let's actually throw this on Do Not Disturb so we don't get any more text messages. Sorry about that.
I smell.
Alright,
the
so they've got
stench
everything they
of
want.
the living.
This is more than a bit frustrating. Let's go ahead and slow down their actions. This is definitely going to be a longer game than is typical. Now the fact that they don't have a handful of cards is to our advantage. We can play Corner Club Gambler, Candlehearth Brawler here on our next turn. And hopefully start gaining more of a lead.
My scales move in shadow.
I've got a 3-drop. They choose not to go with a 3-drop. Hate to throw away the Firebrand, but I really want cards. Go ahead and break a rune. And let's go ahead and
I'll even let you swing first.
go for the Gambler with the Firebrand.
Care to
We'll
make
keep
a
them all in
friendly
the Field Lane, since it is a Shadow Lane for my Gambler. Now I really hope they don't have removal here. Probably should have expected it, but we'll see. We'll see how they respond. They're definitely looking at it. I can't see them not having some sort of removal or silence with 8 magicka, and so there's their silence. Okay, so they do silence the card draw, but we're still doing a lot of damage here. And we've got
A dark omen for you.
and we've got a lot of damage to put in the other lane too, so unless they can
I'm on your side.
stop both lanes here, we're actually looking pretty good. We're looking like we might swing the win. And as you can see, that's the pro of this deck, is that, you know, even though we were not in a great position with not a lot of cards, we're now sitting at, you know, 20 plus damage on board. They've got 9 magicka and several cards to deal with it, but if they can't, we should be able to swing for lethal pretty easily.
Wearing gifts. My scales move in shadow.
Still a 7 drop. I would imagine some sort of removal or guard here. And if they don't get rid of the Bannerman, then we're going to win with Corner Club Gambler Firebrands, even if they do drop a guard into the shadow lane. The shadow lane to my right, that is, since both lanes are now shadow lanes. So I bet this is a guard. Nope. Alright, so they're searching for cards, so we should have the win.
Queen Mother.
Ah, so that's their play. Still have the win, so I'm not sure they realize that. We'll go ahead and they see it. All right, well, there you go. 3 wins in a row. The first one doesn't really count. We are able to beat this Telvanni deck, and we'll jump to rank 3. Well played, guys. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please feel free to leave a like and subscribe if you want to support the channel and see more daily uploads. And I really appreciate your support, and we will see you next time. Thanks for watching.